Take their time working it up court. When you played, which were the best teams at grinding it out in slower games?
You know, I think the Chicago Bulls, that triangle offense, I mean, they ran on fast break on their defense, but on the offensive end, they wanted to wear you down with that triangle offense. And the teams that had dominant post players, they would get it down to them, make you double team, the ball would move around. And that was pretty much Shaq teams and Akeem Olajuwon teams, guys who had dominant centers.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the point. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. He talked about the versatility of Jimmy Butler's offensive arsenal. Whether it's long range, posting up, dribble drives, Butler finds a way to get buckets and impact the game. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here is Gallinari. His last outing, he had 18 points. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up, and Jones slams it in.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And Smitty, you talk about players who can just be vicious to the rim. Wow. Derrick Jones is on that list.
Yes, he can dunk the ball with so much force. You feel the building shake. So scary when he's coming down the paint to catch a pass because of his insane leaping ability.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. 6 on the shot clock. Poked away. It's stolen by Jones. Goes up. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
The result of Paul's awareness of everything around him gets a nice look inside.
Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Robinson passes to Nunn. Adebayo with the ball. From outside, off the mark. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Paul is doubled. Clock at 6. Lets the three fly. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Looking at Miami, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hornets. And it's Butler missing. And now a fast break for the Thunder. There's the pass to Adams. Out to the right wing. The shot from 20 feet away. Good, he hits the jump shot. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
The defense has to stay on Chris Paul. He has a quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Thunder leading by just 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Tough Nose Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
Call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call me.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
On the court for Miami here in the second. They've got Dragic. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Jay Crowder. And there's Iguodala. And it's Hero in the shooting guard. Greg, last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a six-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
Now here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. And it's out of bounds, the Heat able to retain possession here. Leonard, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Shot clock at 5. From the wing. Hero, no good.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Ferguson kicks to Diallo. Schroeder against Crowder. Noel passes to Schroeder. The three-pointer off the mark.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think we'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
Now, here's Dragic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Silva, the pass to Dragic. The Thunder pull it in.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Took him no time at all on that one. Ferguson's got the lead up to 6 now for Oklahoma City. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
So much of rebound is about positioning. Effort. No lack of it right there.
Here's Ferguson. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And a 2-for-1 is there for him if they want it.
Often the way you end quarters has a big impact on the outcome of the game. That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Schroeder, he gets it in there. Schroeder's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Thunder.
Great balance on that floater. Schroeder has a real grace with how he plays the game.
Dragic against Schroeder. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Miami, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
A rare bad trade by the San Antonio Spurs. Dragic was their second-round pick in 2008. They traded his rights to the Suns for a player who didn't even make the roster.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Smitty, certain guys, due to their size or just playing style, are harder to officiate than others. I've always believed that.
It is. I mean, back in my day, it was Shaq. How do you officiate him? Is he creating contact or he is absorbing contact? James Harden at a guard spot is one of those guys. Giannis, I also think, is one of those guys. And Russell Westbrook. Those are my guys I think that are playing right now.
They're just such different players, aren't they? I mean, they're just very difficult to officiate.
And they play through contact well.
Yes, good point. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And so he makes both from the line. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. That misses off the backboard.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Now, here is Robinson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Adebayo throws it down.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Paul looking around. Gallinari attacking, and Gallinari throws it down.
He's long and he's crafty, and he has a knack for scoring. Danilo on the attack.
Here's none. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Paul. Gallinari finds Paul. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And they pick up 2. Jones has got 6.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
To the paint and stolen by Butler. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. 14 feet away. Doesn't go that time. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
Here's none. The wing jumper off target. The Thunder leading by 8. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the third. Passes it to Paul. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, Myers Leonard is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Hero in at the 2. And it's Dragic off the drive. And that one is good.
Such a big part of Gorn's game, the dribble drive.
Schroeder against Dragic. Pass to Muscala. Over to the wing. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you can see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander thinking out there in a good way. He really studies every situation.
And so he hits both. The Heat trail by 10. Here's Dragic, and it's good for 2.
And we see this a lot with Gorn, using his size and craftiness to finish inside.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And there's the pass to Muscala. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Heat shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Crowder, the pass to Olynyk. Bucket is good. Olynyk's got his first points of the night.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Schroeder, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Olynyk.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Dennis Schroeder, the 17th overall pick in 2013 out of Germany. He's got a flair you don't associate with European players.
And Miami making a change here. Adebayo is checked in for Olynyk. Derek Jones comes in for Leonard. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Robinson is subbed in for Hero. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the miss from Goran Dragic, Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it over to Schroeder. Noel down low. He's guarded by Adebayo. Here's Dort. Tries again. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Dragic, following the score by Oklahoma City. Outside, Jones. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Dragic with it, now guarded by Gallinari. Miami no good on that time either. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you later.